The cause effect page will help you with your accountability as to what you're going to do with your real life wellness program in the future. When you know that for every action there is a reaction, it's a physical fact. It's a physics law. Once you understand what the positive effects of your wellness program is going to have not only on you, but on your family, your friends, your coworkers, it will allow you to stay on track so much more easy, or so much easier, I should say. Because the positive effects that will occur as a ripple effect because of you being well is extremely important, because that will allow you to create that emotional bond and emotional link to not only you helping yourself, but you helping your family, your community, your job, your nation, and the world. Because really, every person on this planet has an effect on the entire planet. I know that's hard to believe, but it is totally true. It has been seen over and over again. There's what's called the butterfly effect. Did you understand? Do you know that the physics has proven that the air turbulence of a butterfly in Asia can have a hurricane type of force winds effect in the Pacific coast? Yeah, I'm not making that up. It is the truth. So, from that point of view, what is the most important new action that you can take to move towards wellness? What is it that is going to be the biggest effect, the biggest bang for your buck that you can do right now that is going to help you towards getting well? What is that biggest action from a nutritional standpoint? Is it to give up soda? Is it to quit eating all the sugar? Is it to push yourself away from the table instead of eating that second or third helping? What is it from the fitness standpoint? Do you need to get out and start walking? Do you need to start exercising? Do you need to start stretching? Do you need to go to your chiropractor, go to your real life wellness provider, and get some pain control so that you can actually start the fitness program? There's all of these different things, but what I want you to do on this page is narrow it down to the first and most important action that you need to take so that you can have that is your cause and here is the effect. Once you draw that line in the sand and say, okay, here's the first thing I got to do from a nutritional standpoint. Here's the first thing I got to do from an exercise or fitness standpoint. You've drawn that line in the sand. And that will allow you to say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. So the next question on this sheet then is, what effects will this new action have on your family? Is it going to allow you to be nicer to your family? Is it going to allow you to spend more time with your family? Is it going to allow you to say, oh, I don't have to spend money on these medical bills because I'm feeling better? Or is it because I don't have to go and create more havoc for myself by making more money because I have to buy these prescription drugs or whatever it is? It does not matter what it is from a point of view of, once you figure out what the biggest thing that you want to do to make that cause, then figure out what the effect that it's going to have on your family, because your family is the most important people in your life. You can't pick you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family. Well, the reason I say that is because one of the most important things you got to realize is that your family is the only family you'll ever have. So love and cherish them, because they are the ones that are going to stick behind you in the long run. Okay, so how about your friends? What effects is your number one nutritional and fitness goal going to have on your friends? Are you going to spend more time? Are you going to be able to spend more time with them? Are you going to be able to spend less time with them? Are you going to be able to say, show by your actions that you're going to get better and you're going to stay better? What is that going to do to your relationships with your friends? Is it going to strengthen them? Is it going to make it worse? Is there some bad habits that, when you're around your friends that just come out? You have to know what these things are so that we can start planning for them. Because once you plan for those things, then it's not a surprise to you. And it doesn't hit you at the emotional level. How about your coworkers? Is there some things that are going to happen? Is it, that bowl of jelly beans that just sits there on the table that you're not going to be eating out of anymore? Do you need to get that out of there in order for you not to have that temptation? Is it that you need to, there's so many different scenarios, and so once you figure out the biggest cause, in other words, what's the most important nutritional goal that you have, what's the most important fitness goal that you have, what effect is that going to have on your coworkers, on other people, on your friends, on your family? Once you figure that out and say, okay, these are the effects that these are going to have, then you can start working through those effects and say, is this a positive thing? Is this really what I want for my life? If it is, but it's causing negative effects, how can I manage these negative effects? How can I create a situation where it's not a negative anymore and they just realize that I'm doing it not only for their sake, but for my own sake, so that we can have more time together, we can spend more quality time together, spend less time in the negative side of things. These are all things to put down on your cause-effect page, because that will help you in the long run be able to stick with your program.